Okay, so let's talk about this Charlie and the Chocolate Factory situation. Um, I do have a friend. Her name is Christy Cates, and she is on Broadway currently with the show Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So I've seen a lot of postings about that, and I started to watch and research a lot of YouTube videos. A lot of stuff has been coming up for me recently, dealing with like my past and kind of like looking into it, so I could kind of separate myself from it and kind of end that, so I can move past it and start working with the now and the future and building something. So of course, a lot of stuff happened as far as, I always wanted to do Broadway. I love doing musicals, I love to sing, I love to dance. So a lot of stuff come up. So in doing that, it kind of tied in with me doing research about different stuff as far as, looking into my friends that are on Broadway or the shows that they're doing or, certain Broadway actors that I really like. So I looked at like Selena Carvajal, who you may know as Lena Hall, who was just in, and she might still be in Hedwig on tour. Um, and so I was looking at some stuff so I could see her, because one of the things that I was going to do this year, had I not been diagnosed, was I was going to go to New York and go see all the shows that my friends are in, because obviously Christie's in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I think at the time she was still in Finding Neverland. My friend Ellen's been in Kinky Boots forever, and then, obviously Lena's in Hedwig. But the nice thing about that was she actually came and toured with that, and she played two different parts. But again, sick, so I never got to see it. So I live vicariously through YouTube, and it's really great that YouTube has the outlets where, people are able to go in and sneak in their cameras and film stuff. So, I looked at a couple of things where, Selena did stuff for Hedwig and other stuff that she had done. And then I got to look at, Ellen. There were a couple of things because she was originally in the ensemble of Kinky Boots, and you can correct me on this, and is now a swing. So I looked back at some of the bigger chorus numbers to see her in it, so that was nice because I felt like I might have heard her. And then I also got to hear somebody had filmed the audio of her as one of the lead characters, so that was awesome to see. And then there was a video of her doing, I guess it was a promotional spot as that lead character, so that was really cool to see as well. And then with Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, there wasn't very much on there except for like interviews with people. So I looked at the London cast, which there was actually, scenes from it. So one of the things that I really, I guess, got really excited about was the bad stuff that's happening to the bad kids, obviously, is the more exciting stuff, I think. So that was really cool to see, and then that made me very anxious to hear what the, US cast, so, as well as see the story. So I got the book, I read it, as well as I watched the Johnny Depp version of the movie, because that was what they had at the library. They didn't have the Gene Wilder, even though I do want to see the Gene Wilder one, because I believe that the screenplay was also done by Roald Dahl, who obviously is the writer. But I felt like the Johnny Depp one, which actually had people in it that I like, so that was awesome, was actually very good. I enjoyed it. It felt very much, because I read it in time with the book, not on purpose, but just because I was like crazy. I felt like it was very similar. I think the only thing that was hugely different, that made like a little bit of a difference, was the backstory of Johnny Depp's character, Willy Wonka. But one of the things I thought was really sad about it was they had these really great children actors in the movie, but when I looked up their IMDb, I think Anna Sophia Robb is the only one that's really done anything since then and done a lot of stuff. The other ones, that was pretty much it for them, so that was really unfortunate. So I felt bad. But I was really excited about the stuff that I saw for the Broadway show too, because the songs are just really great, especially, again, like I said, for the bad kids. And one of the things that really just got me into it was the song Juicy, which is, unfortunately, don't quote me on this because I might be wrong, Juicy is not in the Broadway cast, it's the London cast. But if you can watch, I think it's Roald Dahl or Dahl on Broadway is the YouTube channel. Go on there and watch it, because it's just really awesome how they do it. And so that just made it more exciting for me. So I got the Broadway cast of the album, and I listened to that, and I loved it. And what's hugely different, I guess, is the London cast. They used all little kids for the children's characters, but on Broadway, I think Charlie's the only one that's a kid. All the other characters are played by youthful adults. which are fine because they're awesome. So really enjoying that. It was really nice to see. Now I got the CD from Amazon because that was the only place that I found that you could actually get it, as well as that it had a bonus track of when Willie met the Oompas, which is actually a really good song. I've found that I really like the Oompa Loompa songs, and like I said, the songs that happen to the bad kids. There's some really nice songs that were made, that Willy Wonka or Charlie sing, or his parents or grandparents. But the ones that really get to me are those Oompa Loompa songs, which when you read the book, there's my alarm. When you read the books, there's a bunch of songs or poems or however you want to put it in it. So it's really interesting to see the transition of how the book went to the movie and to the musical, because they all had those elements already there. So it was almost like it was like fully set up. But so let me not get off track though. But yeah, so I have some favorites. Obviously, everyone is like a brilliant singer in the Broadway cast. Like they're just amazing voices. So I've been watching a YouTube channel called TV Time, which is a behind-the-scenes look hosted by Mike Wartella, who is Mike TV in the show, who has an amazing voice. He's super adorable, and these behind-the-scenes things are pretty hilarious. And I don't know if it's just because I'm just in love with all the characters and all the people playing those that it's nice to see them out there doing whatever it is that they do. But I definitely recommend that. I also recommend there's a Deliver Me Jennifer Hudson challenge that they spotlight in a couple of the episodes, which is just hilarious. So that's where you get to hear people like Ben Crawford has this amazing voice, and it's like, it's crazy that he has this very small part in the show, but it's great. He has an amazing voice. I actually looked on YouTube to see other stuff with him on it. He did Evita with Eden Espinosa, which I was hoping that there was more on there because you just know that just from hearing his voice, you'd be like, oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing. But he and, I don't remember her name, but I'm sorry, the gal that plays Veruca Salt, the two of them together with the Russian accents is just ridiculous and amazing. And somebody just recently posted on YouTube the video of her demise, which is a little bit different from the London cast too. It's really cleverly done. Her ballet dancing is on point. I feel like I remember hearing her say that she was in the ballet company at one point, so it makes sense. But great singer, great acting, like it's just amazing. So they're favorites of mine, obviously. And then Violet's whole situation is amazing voice, a great situation, and then the demise of Mike TV, which I feel like is a little bit different in the Broadway version than it is the London version, so that's something to look out for too. But Mike Wartella has an amazing voice. I think I said that already. Sorry. So I think I've told you about all the stuff already as far as where to get it, to purchase it, what to watch. And I think that's pretty much it as far as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I'm reading Charlie and the Glass Elevator right now, which I think is horrible. And it's definitely nothing like the first one, so I won't be checking out any more Roald Dahl. I'm sorry, but that's it.